Alright, it is Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm heading back to the house, and we've been going at it pretty hard for the last 2 days. I'll show you guys where we're at with demolition and show y'all what needs to be done left. I'm waiting for the claims adjuster to come out and take a look at it too and see what he has to say. Hopefully he'll be here today and make it feel more realistic, like things are turning around in the right direction. Me and my wife are pretty positive about everything. We're not getting bummed out or upset. We did lose everything. We lost all of our furniture, all of our belongings, possessions. I mean, we lost everything. We had 33 inches of water in the house total. It's how high the water came up, and it got in the shed, the garage. I mean, it got in everything. It ruined every single thing we had. But we're in good spirits. We're not going to let it beat us down. It was just a surprise. Not all surprises are good. So you got to take the good with the bad, and we'll get everything fixed up, replaced, rebuilt, and taken care of. I'm about to be to the house. I'll show you guys what it looks like here in a minute. Alright, here's our street. You guys can kind of get an idea of what everyone's going through. This is what our whole neighborhood looks like right now too, by the way. And then here comes our house, which I'm going to have to pull up in the driveway, but we had all our stuff. And then on this side is all of our drywall and debris. Let me back up so I can get in the house in the driveway, because we kind of got it blocked in here. Alright, show you guys the inside. That guy right there, that was our adjustable bed frame. That was heavy. It was heavy enough when it was dry, let alone whenever it was soaking wet with a foam around it. Okay, here's the kitchen. We had to go 4 feet up on the walls and rip everything out. The dining room, our living room. To give you guys a kind of idea of what we had to do. You take your box cutter and you can cut a hole out if they're laid vertically or horizontal, should I say, and you just start ripping it out till you find your seam. You just keep ripping it up, and when you can fill your seam in there, you can grab it and you can start pulling it up from the bottom like this, and pulling it up, and it'll snap along that seam from the next sheet of drywall, and then you just pull your insulation out. Then you have to go back and pull out all the nails and all the studs and everything like that. So you have to do that over the whole entire house. Some pieces have like metal framing you have to take out. We had to get the bathroom out too. We had to take out the backing on the tub because there was a lot of insulation back there, and it was all molded up, already starting to mold and everything else, so we had to rip out all that. We had to get the vanities out. And that's our bathroom. This is my son's room. They hung these sheets vertically, so they're not cut as nicely because we didn't have a seam to break off, but we'll come back through and clean them up later. Luckily for us, our AC unit's still working, so it's not too bad. This is our master bedroom. It's our master closet. our half bath for our bedroom. Vanity's gone. My daughter's room. So as you guys can tell, the whole house is gutted. Here's the laundry room. This is all insulated out here too, so we had to cut all this off. Here's the garage. We had to come out here and rip out the bottom 4 feet. Move everything out. Try to clean the floors up because those took everything out and shoved everything over here. We had to rip everything out because there's insulation in here too, and try to get the floors cleaned up the best we could, but the floors are just done, so I'm gonna have to wait for everything in here to dry out. And once everything in here dries out, I'm gonna try to sweep up the floors and clean them, put another floor sealant down and cover this up, because this floor was mopped 5-6 times yesterday and I still have equipment leaking. I still need to clean all my equipment and all my weights and everything and all that stuff. So this is going to be a good deal of the day where I spend today, because we still got to bleach the whole inside of the house. All the studs and all the inside of the walls, the exterior wall, on the inside of the house and the outside of the house, we have to spray everything down with bleach and let it dry to kill any type of mold growth or anything from growing. And we have to do that to here, the house, and then also the shed. I don't know if I ever showed you guys the shed, but it's a 20-foot by 12-foot shed. But I used to have shelving back here, a really nice, pretty shelving that was built in. And it's all insulated and drywalled, so we had to rip all the insulation and drywall out of the shed. The floors, they had tongue and groove laminated floors down, so we had to rip all that out too. We had to rip everything up and everything out. So we gotta let this dry. We're gonna spray all this down with bleach as well. We're gonna bleach everything in here to get it to the point where hopefully it doesn't grow mold. At least it shouldn't grow mold whenever we bleach everything down. And after we bleach it all up, I'm going to clean the equipment and then possibly look at maybe getting some more floor sealant whenever the adjustment claim goes through, if it's in the budget. And our pool is also not the best conditions. I do believe something ran into it and punctured a hole because it drained on its own. So I'm pretty sure something punctured the pool. Saturday. Fun stuff.